Gemini creating a back to self completion of a cycle is actually activating your brand new life direction. Can you feel it? Let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Gemini, wherever Gemini is heavy in your chart. And if you're watching this for a friend, look at it from a different position because it may actually be a message for you. So Gemini, I just keep seeing like the celebration around our Geminis, and this is going to be a really good year for a lot of you. It will be a very positive year if you use it wisely. Now, somebody's been staying up late at night feeling like, maybe I'm not doing something right. Maybe something's wrong. Waiting, anticipating. This is about anxiety, can't sleep at night. But equally, excuse me, when we go through these energetic cycles, we will automatically go into this program because we're tied into the energy of what's shifting. We ourselves, our energy that moves through us, we feel it and it keeps us up, right? So I don't know if you've been around. I know you've noticed that I have not been because I needed to pull back. And that's what I feel you guys have done as well. Pulled back, stopped over giving, stopped giving possibly for some of you because it's all about you from here forward. So if I don't have my life in order, I certainly can't bring anything of value to you until I pull back and make my life changes. And that's what I feel Gemini's gone through. But yes, it is very stressful. It absolutely is. Now, on the other side of this, you may have been going through some communication that has put you in this position of feeling anxious and worried. Remember, this is like a new cycle. You're activated now. You've been activated. The universe, the cosmos, the energy shifts, everything has said, Gemini. And by doing that, your light is shining brighter than you would probably realize. You probably don't know it, but we would. You walk in the room, we're going to know it. But whoever this individual is that reached out to you has really brought up some anxiety and fear. For some of you, I feel this was a spiritual mentor. Maybe it was something you heard on social media or from, a direct person. But it had to do with some of you. It was an energy clearing individual who said something to you. And I don't think it was bad. But what it did do is it said, hey, we're pulling you back. We're going to show you some of those memories, not Mercury retrograde. These are deeper. These are intense. And there is a block. It's like, nope, you can't come in, or I welcome you in. It depends on whatever the individual needs. It's leading you to this. All right, this is what's going on. And some of you may be fearing success itself. Fearing, am I ready to receive all that I'm really valuable? To inherit, to gain monetary gains? The answer is yes. Feeling stable and grounded, but also when we're pairing it with this card, you guys, this is talking about you getting grounded to release the anxiety, the apprehension, the fears. Remember, that's where the real blockage in forward movement is. If you have a job, whether you're working or not, this is just an example. If you were to get a new job and you feared walking in the office, you may not walk in the office, and there goes the whole opportunity, right? So that fear, whatever is going on inside of you, is getting ready to leave. Pay attention to everything that's going on around you. Green, 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 green is your color at this time as you move through this situation. There's a beautiful I think it's a turtle dove. Honestly, that's what the bird looks like, as a turtle dove. You may have experienced some enlightenment around a bird, particularly a turtle dove. It's going to vary for a lot of you. There's a message attached to it, and there's a message. In my vision, there is a message around the turtle dove's neck. Happy days are ahead. What a great message. And that is exactly what I'm seeing for Gemini. Happy days are ahead. And it's in cursive writing, by the way. It's on a little brown tag, like a blank tag, and it just says that on it, and it's like connected to the dove. You may have seen a stuffed animal like that. You may have seen something like that in a billboard or something. That is very significant as well. So if you saw it, pay attention to what it means. Look it up. What does a dove mean in spirituality? What is blah, blah, blah? Because even though it's been very slow for Geminis, and a lot of you, especially if you do have earth signs in your heavy in your chart, if you really come from the earth, this has a lot to do with materialism. Both of these cards do, right? You have the pros and the cons, and the negative side of this is that it's taking freaking forever for this to come through, and you may be dealing with somebody who has that um ability to convince you to give whatever you have. And that could very well be what created the anxiety, what created the stress. Now, the beauty of this is we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom, and this is you, Gemini. This is you creating a different path that is giving you a foundation underneath you that feels safe and secure, at least at this time over the next while. It's going to vary because some of you are going to move in 6 months, some of you are going to stay forever, some are going to leave next year. It's like it varies. So just know that this is what you're working on right now. Do really pay attention to where it hits in your body. I just wrote an article about that on my Substack, ascendingsoulsjourney.com, where I'm talking about paying attention to those signs of where it hits in your body so you get the confirmation that this is actually taking place for you. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is such an incredible earthy element. Earth is so great because it covers everything on the human plane, on the earth, everything on the material plane. So this is your money, this is your friendships, your romance, relationships, health, nutrition, it's everything. And that is what the Queen of Pentacles specializes in. Being able to go through this type of situation, maybe a lot of loss, maybe a little loss, but definitely something had to go in order for her to continue to rise as she gains the full embodiment of the Queen of Pentacles. There is such a sensation of I can breathe. That is what I see coming in for you. That's very positive. Now, as far as anything negative that could happen along the way, we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is opposing you. Even the fear attached. Now, if this was in the reverse, and since I am looking at the negative side of the same card, this is the apprehensive side of what you're facing. Again, can keep you up at night. The overgiving, I can't keep things organized, I can't keep things underneath me, I have no control over what's going on. But remember, when we go through this journey, you have to touch the light and the dark inside of you, the good and the evil inside of you, because we all have both. There is both in every one of us. So once we see what's around us, what's going on around us, and we reflect on what's going on inside of us, our beliefs and how they attribute to what is coming through in our lives, especially if it's a repetitive cycle. That's what I feel you have closed. You've seen it. You've seen the dark and light side of you. And as a Gemini, you really carry the energy of dark and light. And you share it very proudly with people everywhere, both sides. You're very confident with both sides. So the fear is, will I be able to balance out both sides? And the answer is yes, or you would not have this coming in at all. All right, you wouldn't have these beautiful messages. So for now, Gemini, this is it just goes so much deeper than we can imagine, right? You have the negative and the positive. That's your dilemma at this time as you go forward, is making sure you stay balanced. Balance brings abundance and prosperity. Balance brings clarity in the mind, the body, and the soul. And that's when we really have that main connection to directly to divine, to the source, so that we can create this beautiful foundation. That's what I see coming for Gemini. I'll pay close attention because I am changing. You will see your readings will be out there posted, and I will have time frames for them as we go along. I don't know if you just saw that. I saw a glitch on the camera. Anyway, Gemini, if you'd like to order service, you can click the link above. Join me on my Substack. Much love.